Good evening, team. It's Sunday night, and look, I'm still in my pajamas and never got dressed today. So I know you guys normally see me dressed up and trying to look my best, but here I am just on a Sunday night, never did make it out of the house today. So, just showing you a very real side here because we're all beautiful even in our pajamas looking hot on a Sunday night. So I know that you all have heard a lot about my husband, and that's a huge, sorry, I'm trying to get out of the light. That's a huge part of my why, and it absolutely was the reason that we tried the product. So Nathan is absolutely the biggest why behind doing Plexus and trying Plexus. But there's a lot more to our story, and I just wanted to quickly share a little more about us and our why as a family. My son Carson is 6 years old, and he was diagnosed on the autism spectrum, known as autism spectrum disorder, at 15 months. Within the third week of his life, he was having severe GI issues, and I didn't know the extent. I didn't know at all what I was dealing with. I had a healthy daughter that was 3 years old when I had Carson, and we went from having a peaceful, angelic baby to a baby that was thriving, or a baby that was in pain, and went from just peaceful and perfect to screaming around the clock. Of course, Nathan got on a plane and flew to California for the week. And I remember calling my mom and calling Debbie and crying and saying, I need help because something's wrong with my baby and I don't know why. 12 days later, I was exclusively nursing and did for over a year, but he still didn't have a bowel movement. And he did out of the hospital and things like that. But at 3 weeks of age, he went for a 2 week span and never had a single bowel movement, which we all know is just beyond scary. And like I said, I was exclusively nursing around the clock, and he was in so much pain. I'm going to make a long story really short. He is our miracle child. We've done a lot to center our life around giving Carson the very best. We packed up from Dallas and moved to Little Rock to get him in what we call access school, and we didn't even know if he was going to be accepted. In fact, we moved in the month of June and did not find out that Carson was accepted into the school until August. So we were actually in Little Rock for several months in our home, changing jobs, doing all this, all in hopes and prayer that we would have him in a better place and in a school that provided year-round support, that provided therapy during the day. And he was one of two new children that was accepted into the program for that year. So we really did have a huge leap of faith in packing up our stuff and moving from Dallas because it had always been my home. My friends, my family, and my life was all there. And I just knew in my heart that we needed to be in Little Rock and have Carson at this school. And God completely answered our prayers and got him there, and it's been a huge life changer. All of that to say, I was working a job. I was in marketing for an Ethernet telecom company, and I thought it was my dream job because it offered flexibility. I worked while the kids went to school, and as soon as they got off the bus, I got to be mom in the afternoon. And so for a marketing degree, I did not think that I would ever find anything better than the job that I had. And I did like it. I enjoyed the people I worked with, and I did like the work. But the passion for me was just not there. I was coding in HTML. I was literally translating emails from Russian, Japanese, Portuguese, Spanish, Italian, French. I can go on and on. I think Russian and Japanese were two of the hardest. But the point is that it was a paycheck, and it helped pay medical bills. We still have our son seeing one of the top pediatric GI doctors in the nation, and he has an office out of Austin, Texas, but actually works in New York. So we started seeing Dr. Krigsman when Carson was 2 years old while we were still living in Texas, but he does not take any type of insurance. And that's because he typically works with patients and children that have autism and different types of GI issues that are not covered by insurance. So from day one, as we joined Dr. Kriegsman's team, we knew that all of our expenses were going to be completely out of pocket, even though we had a wonderful insurance plan. So I had to be working and help contributing. So fast forward to the April of 2013 that Nathan started on Plexus products after we had a very scary visit with his endocrinologist. Nathan started seeing huge changes, and I had promised him that I would sign up as an ambassador and get our products covered because the monthly cost was going to be an issue for us. We're a Dave Ramsey family, and we did not have that money in our spreadsheet for the Plexus products. But as he started seeing results, I wanted the energy. I started seeing how great he was feeling, and I jumped on board. So the why has grown far beyond just Nathan. I have had such incredible results with the products myself, from the biggest being autoimmune strength, type 1 diabetes, and my son's GI issues are both autoimmune related. He has an autoimmune disorder, and I have always had a very weak immune system. If the neighbor sneezes, I've got the flu. It just seems like I never could catch a break. And with the release of X Factor specifically, wow, I saw so many amazing changes. And I very rarely get sick now. It still happens, particularly when things are viral. But I have seen such a huge change with these products, from energy to less anxiety, better sleep. I was on a crazy cycle of 5-hour energy and Red Bull or coffee to start my day, and Ambien or Excedrin PM to crash at night because I couldn't turn my head off. And I'm so thankful to say that many prescriptions, half of the insulin that my husband was using, I mean, just the savings alone from a medical perspective and copays from being sick has been huge. So there's so much more to our why. But my son is the why of my life. I fight for him every day, from different therapies to behavioral issues. I fight for my husband. I fight for my kids. It's what we do as moms. And Plexus has given us so much freedom to enjoy things that we haven't been able to enjoy because we've been helping family, we've been paying medical bills. So one of the first things we got to do was go to Great Wolf Lodge for last spring break. Last March, we just packed up on a whim and went to Great Wolf Lodge, and that was just a very defining moment for us. We realized, wow, we could have never done this without Plexus. And since then, there have been so many blessings along the way because of what Plexus has given us. But my why has changed a lot, from being very self-focused, from helping my husband and getting me out of a job that I really wasn't passionate about. And now I am so passionate about helping others and seeing people's lives change. And one thing that I say all the time is that we are in the business of changing lives. And that is because I've personally seen so many lives changed. And my why is still always going to be about my family, but you better believe that my prayer has continually been that we as a team would be brought people that are looking for a change in their life, even if they don't know what it is. My prayer has been that we would get people on our team that need life change, and that we could be a positive support system, that we could be a friend, a family, of whatever it is that they need, and be here and give them a gift. And I do believe that Plexus is a tremendous gift, and I've watched it change so many lives, our lives included. So just on behalf of our family, I want to thank each and every one of you that have been a part of changing our lives, that have made the decision for yourselves. I'm so proud of you guys. You have no idea just how inspired I am. I wake up every day and think, I cannot believe that this gets to be my life. And then I'm going to close with, in Orlando, I saw Alec Clark at one of the dinners, and I said to him, I need to wake up because I am living someone's dream life. And he said to me, well, sister, it's time to wake up because this is your life and it is a dream come true, but you're here and you're here to stay. And I just want you guys to know that I'm praying for you. I love you all, and I'm so thankful for each of you. And you guys are my why. I do not ever want to stop fighting until each and every one of you have made the goals that you've set out to accomplish and achieve. So thank you guys. I love y'all. Have a good night. Peace.